Hi everyone, welcome back to your 30 days of Hypopressives. I'm Alice, today's day 3 and our focus today is lift. So a lovely little selection of poses to help you feel lift through the pelvic floor and just to help open up just a little bit through the back of the pelvic floor for anyone that's got any tightness there, just to help improve function and help improve your symptoms. So we're going to come down into diver position. We're going to have the feet wide to the sides of the mat and we're going to bend the knees a little bit there and then come all the way over. And you want to feel like you've rolled over something in this position, looking up towards your belly button. And we're going to do 2 sets of the breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Breathing into the sides and into your back. And exhale. One more here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. You want to, again, just feel like you've rolled over something. Shoulders are back and away from the ears. And then when you're ready, we're going to do another set of the breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. Again, shoulders back from the ears. Make sure you haven't squished over. Make sure you're kind of slightly reaching over with the curve in the back. And then inhale when you're ready. And then we're going to come down into quadruped position here. And you can have a slightly wider knee position if you like. We're going to have a lovely straight back there, just that little curve in the lower back, face directly facing the floor, elbows are out. Inhale, exhale, breathing all the way through your rib cage, and exhale. One more here. Exhale, hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. Again, make sure your head doesn't drop down, so make sure you can lengthen all the way through your spine there. Hold that breath for as long as is comfortable, and then inhale 360 breath all the way through the rib cage. Exhale and lengthen. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath, stretch your ribs. Lovely. Super, and we're going to do the same again, but coming into a back curl. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath, stretch your ribs, curling your head, looking towards your belly button, curling your back up towards the ceiling there. And then inhale and exhale. Inhale. On this exhale, put your elbows down, hands and forearms pressing into the floor. Keep the knee above the pelvis there. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. Keep lengthening through your spine. Keep pressing through your hands and your forearms to stabilize, and then inhale. Exhale, fingertips together, elbows out, head just ever so lightly pressing down. Inhale, or touching down, sorry. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. So here we're going to transition. So crossing the feet over, bring the knees wide, or you can swing your legs to the side. We're going to come all the way up. And then if you can, keep holding your breath, but don't worry if you need to take a breath. And then we're just going to come down into this long leg position. Little bend in the knees, draw the toes a little bit towards you there. Hands in first position, shoulders heavy towards the floor. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. Again, keep drawing the heels a little bit towards you there. And then inhale. Exhale. Hands facing towards the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. Keep lengthening. Keep drawing the heels back a little bit towards you there. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands into third position. Lovely. Inhale. And exhale. Getting ready to hold your breath. Pause. Slowly stretch your ribs here. Feel that length and stretch through the vacuum. And then inhale when you're ready. I'm going to come into asymmetrical floor position, so dorsiflex at the ankles, right foot on the left knee, bring that knee all the way towards the opposite hand, right hand is in third position, shoulders nice and heavy on the floor. Inhale, exhale, keep gently drawing that knee towards the hand. Inhale, and exhale. Make sure the back of the rib cage is on the floor. And then one more here, inhale. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. Again, feel that length through the spine. Feels a little bit asymmetrical with a vacuum here. And then inhale when you're ready. We're going to switch sides. Inhale. Exhale, pressing that knee towards your hand pressing towards the knee there. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. Nice and long through the spine. Keep these ankles lightly dorsiflex, not too much. And then inhale, exhale, switching back to the other side. Bring that knee towards the hand again there. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. Hold your breath, stretch your ribs, and then just extend that right leg into the air. Draw the knee towards the hand there, elbows out. Lovely, hold that for as long as is comfortable. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to switch over. Inhale. Exhale. Getting ready to hold your breath, pause. Slowly stretch your ribs and then extend that left leg up. Draw that leg towards the hand there, elbows out. Lovely. Inhale when you're ready, and then we're just going to come into bridge position. So you can have your feet and knees hip distance apart, arms pressing into the floor. On the breath hold, we're going to tip up and draw up. Knees should be pretty much above your ankles there. So lovely slow breath in here. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing all the way through your rib cage. Keep that exhale nice and light. Remember, there's no forcing out of the breath. One more here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs, and then we're going to tip up. Draw up through the knees. Bring the arms up, nice and slowly, reaching towards your fingertips there. Keep your ribs nice and open. And then inhale, exhale. Lovely, 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs, tipping up, drawing forwards with the knees. Arms are coming up, reaching towards your fingertips there. Feel that length through the vacuum. Love these inversions, they're brilliant. And then inhale, exhale, arms coming down, slowly lowering down. Inhale, exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. And again, tipping up, drawing up, arms coming up to the top, reaching towards your fingertips there. Inhale and exhale, coming down. The last one, we're going to do a little bit of moving. So inhale, tipping up and drawing up. Exhale, slowly coming down with light tension. Inhale, tipping up, drawing up. And exhale. And then one more. Inhale, tipping up, drawing up. Exhale, slowly coming down. And then you're going to hold your breath, pause. Slowly stretch your ribs, so tipping up, drawing up, arms coming up, reaching towards your fingertips there. Lovely, and then inhale, exhale, coming down. Going to lengthen the right leg, put the left leg over, left hand nearest to your chin, 2 breaths. Inhale, exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs, arms coming up really nice and slowly, all the way to the top. Hold that there for as long as is comfortable. Ribs nice and wide, and then we're going to stay here. So inhale, exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. Hold that long position there. Inhale. Exhale, bring your arms down, switching over your feet, switching over your hands. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath, stretch your ribs, and then just bring the arms up really nice and slowly, all the way to the top. Careful not to arch your back, so you might want to just draw up slightly at the front of the pelvis there, just to make sure your ribs stay on the floor as you're coming up with the arms. Lovely. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. Okay, keep really nice and long. And then inhale when you're ready. And just bring your knees in slowly, just so you can rock from side to side if that feels good. And then we're going to slowly roll over and come up. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let me know how you got on in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 4. Looking forward to seeing you then. Take care. Bye.